Please don't stop. We have to go for a walk. There will be landmarks to see on the way. I will be telling you brief things, not too much, not boring. And we're going to see a lot of beautiful things that you may know or you may not know about London. I'm going to stop because I know the best points to take the picture. I know where the toilet is. I know where the closest cafe is. So I'm going to ask you, if you need desperately anything, use the cafe nearer now. Otherwise, we're going to stop again in about half an hour. Okay? Alright, can we go? Shall we start? Yes. Okay, let's go. The dome is the second biggest in the world after St. Peter in Vatican. So it's a little bit cold, so if you want to take some pictures, 5 minutes break and then we will continue. Okay? We are now going to cross it. Maybe you remember it again for Harry Potter, for the film. You can see it snaps in the film. Other than that, this was opened in year 2000 for the Millennium. That's why it's called the Millennium Bridge. It's the only bridge in London which is 100% pedestrian. Today it's a little bit windy. Normally, as you can see, there's a lot of people on it because there's a beautiful view of the River Thames. Museum in Europe which has live artists. A lot of live actors perform live art, which is something quite unique. Also, there's free toilets, which is very important for you. And also, you can walk on those lovely balconies and have a beautiful view of the city. Let's take a break here, half an hour, and we're going to meet here, just outside of the entrance, yeah? Just outside of the entrance, right here, in 30 minutes, so at 11 o'clock. And you have a walk inside, maybe have a warm-up, use the toilet. If you're interested, but we sure killed off the pain. Well, it's so easy in the evening, by the morning seems insane. I'm not sure what the trouble was that started all of this. Reasons have all run away, but the feeling never did. It's not something I would recommend. It is one way to live. What's so easy in the evening, by the morning never is. The theatre was burned and they reconstructed this in 1993, I think, something like that. Something like quite recently, about 20-30 years ago. And they had used exactly the same material they use in Elizabethan theatres. If you have a look at the wood, can you see the little spots in the wood? That's the pins. So now, in modern era, we use metal pins to put things together. In Elizabethan era, they used wooden pins, and now they reconstructed the theatre exactly in the same position, with exactly the same materials, using the same techniques. So it really looks exactly the same. This pub is known for having pirates coming in. It was built in 1615. It's really, really, really ancient. Is really old, yeah. So in there, people just walk in, have some food, a beer. It's a replica. It's not original. A lot of things are original, a lot of things are replica. It's here because, again, this bankside was full of pirates, and this is the ship of Sir Francis Drake, and he was a bit of a pirate. Where London is very famous is being cosmopolitan. London has 320 active languages spoken inside it. So between, African dialects, European languages, American dialects, Asian languages, there's 320 languages. So imagine how many cultures live together in London. One important aspect of every culture, and Italians, you know about that, it's food. So right behind us, this green building, it's called the Borough Market. It's one street market. London is really famous for street markets as well. There's so many. There's Camden Lock Market, there's Portobello Market, there's Brick Lane Market, there's Petticoat Lane Market, Leadenhall Market, Billingsgate Market. There's so many. This is one of the most famous ones for food. So we can have a walk inside. We'll cross the Borough Market. Okay. Building in Europe, and then of course they were building it, and everybody saw the plan, the architectural plan, and the people in Russia were like, oh no, we want the tallest building in this part of the world. So they built another building straight away, and then another building straight away. So this is now the third tallest building in Europe. The first in London is the tallest in London at least. The top is open. It's designed like that. It's designed by your connational, yeah, Mr. Renzo Piano. Inside there's a bit of everything. There's offices, there's apartments, very expensive apartments. There's restaurants, there's bars, there's discotheques. Right behind us in the water. It's original. This ship has fought in the Second World War, and of course it wasn't sunk. It remained safe. It's quite a unique piece. The majority of the ships from the big war were destroyed to recycle the metal, and it's beautiful. It's 8 floors down the water. You can visit. It's now part of the Imperial War Museum. You have to pay, but you can visit it. It was actually fighting in the war, but it was never caught in open battle. So it was only working in strategic movements. Now it's a museum of the big war. So this is quite a nice piece. You can see all the guns, they're original, but to have them displayed as a museum, they had to stop them. So there's like a piece of gum or a piece of plastic inside, but everything you can see is absolutely original from the 2nd World War. imagine designing this building actually the other way, on £1 coins, just like that. So you have this idea, which is quite unique. This building here is it's quite studied by architecture students. And Norman Foster is the architect who also designed the Gherkin, probably most iconic skyscraper in London. This point is quite impressive because behind you, Second World War, right here, modern architecture, 2 steps away, a bridge from the 19th century, on the other side of the river, the Tower of London, from the 11th century. This is another important feature of London, fusion style, fusion architecture.